Hi, this is Lee Ellis with another installment of Leading with Honor Coaching. You know, everywhere I turn, it seems like people are talking about, okay, things are settling down, they're going to be different in the future, but we have got to perform better. We have to adjust, we have to grow our leaders, we have to increase our performance. And that's all really good. The problem is that means we have to do something different. And doing something different is not always easy. You know, I've been coaching, teaching, training, and leadership for 4 decades. And I can tell you, it's not easy because to get better, you have to adapt. You have to change. You have to do something different. And usually it's your natural behavior. And that is not easy because that is swimming upstream. You know, in your work, you want to focus on your strengths, and we support that and believe it, and we try to help people every day to understand their strengths so they can apply them at work and be more effective. But as a leader, you also have to take into consideration your struggles. And you know what? The problem with struggles, there's these 2 words. One of them is entropy, and the other one is inertia. You say, what? Entropy, inertia? Yeah. That's Newton's first 2 laws. His first law about inertia is a body at rest intends to stay at rest. So it's not easy to get moving. Secondly, entropy. That's about things winding down, slowing down, unwinding. And that's our natural nature. It's the nature of the universe, both of those. So we have to overcome that if we're going to do something different. And so that's where I've been making my living all this time, is helping people do that. First of all, they have to get the commitment to do it, and they have to understand how to do it. And we're going to talk about that in a second. One other comment I wanted to make on this, though, is I've had a couple of senior leaders, CEOs, talk about their senior team, and they had people on the senior team that maybe didn't want to grow. So we're talking about, and they were aware of this, that how are we going to grow the company, the business, how are we going to get better performance, how are we going to have a better people culture where employee engagement goes up if the leadership doesn't change? That's an issue. So let's talk about what it takes to grow and change. Number 1 is you have to assess to know what to change. So we need to know. For me, it might be becoming a better listener. For someone else, it might be speaking up more. You know, we had a couple of situations over the years. We run into the same situation many times. Someone who's a leader, for instance, who is a reflective thinker. And they come to work every day and they like to go in their office and shut the door and do their work. They're very introverted. They're very structured. They got their day planned. The problem is they have people out there that need to be inspired and connected with, and things need to be clarified and discussed and talked about. But yet they're in their office. And I have to coach them about how to make a change, to do something different. And then there's the engager, which is another one of our behavioral styles. The engagers, of course, are very outgoing. They got 1,000 ideas. They're into this, they're into that. They're great at starting things, but they're not so good at finishing things. And they're not such good at planning and organizing to make sure we stay on task. They need help with that. They need to adapt also. So they're opposites, but both need to learn to do something different to be a better leader. So assessing to find out what it is that you need to work on is the first step. Second is to plan. You need to plan how and when am I going to do this differently. And thirdly, you need to go public and let people know that you're working on this. When I coach leaders, I ask them to work on a couple things at a time. They identify them based on their assessment. And then I ask them to share that with their team, with their peers, and say, look, when you see me doing well, let me know. When I miss an opportunity, let me know. And then I'll work on it. So that feedback is so critical. It provides the accountability that by going public, you get that accountability. And that feedback that helps you know when you got it right and when you missed it. And that gives you the impetus to continue that growing, overcome that inertia, overcome that entropy, and make it happen. And that's what you're going to need to do it for the long haul. Well, this month I have another blog as normal that goes along with the video. So please check it out and you'll see a little bit more details. But here's the idea. You can be a better leader if you're willing to make a choice and a commitment to courageously deal with some of the issues that you need to deal with and go public about it and work on it And if you have that kind of confidence and humility, it's very attractive and it builds trust and people want to be around you. And that's the kind of leaders that we want to be, the kind that lead with honor.